Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for, what is it, November the 6th, 2025. And yeah, I know it's a different time. Hi there, Mr. Dave. Switching around some time frames to see if we can find anything that works better, because 5's a little too early. 6 is great right up until 8 o'clock when everybody starts using the internet and Twitch gets super twitchy. So we're not doing that today. So we're going to try 5:30, see if we can do like 5:30 to 8, something like that, as we mess around with finding the right times. How you doing, Mr. Dave? No, not Scylla interruptus. Yes, this one. How many do I have to kill? Let me guess. It's going to be 20. It is 20. All right. Why am I going to be disappointed in you, Satalia? I didn't remember yesterday. Remember the 5th of November? Is that what that is? Well, okay, so I didn't even remember I was supposed to remember it. I mean, somebody had a passing reference to V for Vendetta, but I still never remember the rhyme. I just remember it's remember the something of something that rhymes with November. And it doesn't work for me. I can't stay. I was getting dressed to go get groceries. Oh, well, are you really going to go get goat meat for shawarma? I've never had goat meat shawarma. I've had goat meat, but never goat meat shawarma. But you'd think you could do it. You certainly can do it with lamb. Goat's just a little bit goatier. But whatever works for you. And I bought groceries today and made myself a really, really unimpressive chicken casserole for dinner. And it was food. I'm a better cook than this. I wanted to make turkey for tonight. But it's Thanksgiving, so while you can buy turkeys for 80 cents a pound, they're all like 16-pound turkeys. I'm sorry, I'm one person. A 16-pound turkey is going to last for a while. By the time I'm done with it, I will never want to eat turkey again. Let's see. You've never had shawarma, Satalia? I stream a lot, Mr. Dave. I'm just glad you're here to see it. Have you ever had gyros, Satalia? Butterball square turkeys? What the heck is a butterball square turkey? And by the way, now that you're right, oh, okay. Mr. Dave, you are caught up to speed on all of your events, in case you wanted to them, including Red Alert. Wow, yes. Maybe, is that just because it's Chicago, and Chicago has such a huge Greek community? Oh, Mr. Dave, that is amazing. Oh my gosh. That, I don't believe in anything, but someone was thinking about you and looking down on you today and going, yeah, Mr. Dave needs a little love. Well, yay. There's no real way to describe the flavor profile, Satalia, of gyros or shawarma, but it's Middle Eastern, onions, sumac, garlic, salt, pepper. I don't know what else you put in it. Yeah, well, that's a whole different story, Mr. Dave. Get the important things done first. The house repairs can wait. And hold on a second. Let me see if I have to run out of here early. What's the big one that's running? The Mega Millions? Mega Millions is 843 million, and there's a drawing tomorrow. And if I had played that, I would not have gotten a single number right. So it's a good thing I didn't play it the other day. But 843 million would help everybody, I think. It's a Taz! Hiya, Taz.
I time traveled.
You did?
I just took a nap and I woke up now. So frustrating. That was that biorhythm.
Well, you could have stayed in bed and tried to get your mental body calendar back onto daylight is awake and darkness is asleep, but no.
ADHD, that doesn't happen.
I know. It's the Mega Millions Lexers, the expensive lottery, which I almost never play. But 843 million, I would buy at least another pair of socks. I'd have enough socks to probably get through the whole winter. Nice warm socks. Yeah, I could use that kind of money. And who is that? It's Death. Wow. Okay, so maybe 5:30 is a good time then to start.
Yeah, I just happened to be off work today.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been starting at 5, and I usually spent the first half hour to hour by myself. And I started at 6, which gets more people on, but then the internet goes funky at about 8 o'clock. So I thought, let's try 5:30 to 8 and see how that works. However, I'm on a Federation, I'm on a Klingon tune. That's not going to work. Let's go get a...
Yeah, that don't matter.
Well, it does if we want to team up for stuff, because, it's easier. Give me a second. I'm going to switch accounts. One moment.
Have you been doing your science build?
The only thing I have done today, Taz, is helping Crides with his math homework for about an hour and a half. Got ready to hit the gym, hit the grocery store, cook some food, walk the dogs. And here we are.
Do you wanna continue your build?
I'm continuing to work on it. I'm not going to do it while we're on stream, but I've got the list, and every day I try and get one or two things done or fixed or put on it. We're just getting there a little bit at a time. I still take it out and play with it. It gets to have some fun.
Mom,
yes?
You shouldn't play with it until it's done. It's gonna give you really wrong impressions on how it...
It's fun, darn it, Taz. I'm enjoying it. It's so much better than it was. Pardon?
You're doing it in the wrong order.
I don't care. I'm having fun with it. It's my toy, and I'm going to play with it the way I want to play with it. Let me grab some Tetrions here, though. But yeah, it is a fun build so far. Another reason I'm not an Avenger, because they kicked me out after bringing up Thanos, the Hand of Fate, too many times. It's the Hands of Fate. I had to look it up. It's plural. Thanos, the Hands of Fate. He's more than one hand. Well, I have some Tetrion damage in space to do if anybody would like to do some Pew Pew Party.
I'm down.
I figured as much. Taz isn't in game yet because I'm sure he's still sleepy. Oh,
yes.
Chris is ground. Okay, I will abide by your logic there. And pies around, wow. How fun is that? People are out there.
No, Chris haven't come yet. I just...
Sending him a message. Since he's just sitting there at ESD. Just sitting there. It's Thursday, right?
Yep.
Okay. I had class last night, and while I got home early... Oh, Chris is just about to go to bed, so I won't pester him. So I got home from class relatively early, like 11 last night, 11:10, which is quite early, almost an hour earlier than normal. However, in order to make it home, what do you have to do? Drink lots of coffee. Sitting in bed watching Father Brown thinking, I'll just fall asleep. It's Father Brown. Nope. Nopey. Nope. I watched like 5 episodes. Finally fell asleep about 3, and then the alarm goes off at 5. So I'm a little cranky and a lot tired today. And for some reason, really thirsty. Okay, it just looks like you and me, Death. Got a taste for anything?
Oh no, it all goes boom. I'm good with it.
Random? Okay.
Sounds good.
Random it is. Weeboo?
Yep, we will.
I have 5 Senkethi ships in the battle zone. Yeah, I'm not real excited about that one. And Tetrian damage. Oh, well, at least it's Borgies. Who is with us? We've got Fitzy, we've got Smog, and we've got Blar. Is Father Brown a BBC mystery series? Not only is it a BBC mystery series, Italia, it's 2 different BBC mystery series. One done in, I think, the early 60s? Maybe late 50s? And then one done 2000s, I'm guessing. So far I'm seeing it's running like 9 years, so probably 2000 to 2010, or maybe 2005 to 2015, I'm guessing. I should be in bed or taking a nap. I can take care of that whole hell. It's not like I have anything else to do, except tomorrow I have a lot to do, but that's a different story. Good evening, Queen Elizabeth. Oh, I forgot. This ship accelerates, but doesn't like to do anything else except to accelerate. Doesn't like to turn. Doesn't like to stop.
When you stop, do you kill your engines, or do you kill your engines and add one?
I don't generally kill my engines unless I need to.
Okay.
But I have so much inertia in this ship that it's like, if you just decelerate, the ship's like, yeah, right. You sweet summer child. We're not decelerating. We're just going to keep running at it with full inertia, and everything's going to die as we run into it. So I could kill it. I could also use the fracture tunnel to get around in position, but I need a new ship. Once I get one Christmas project done, I will get back to running through all the ships. Also takes a while to get up to speed, which is annoying. Did somebody get those probes? Aw, somebody's so nice. No, they didn't. I didn't think so. Come on. There we go. So Talia, only one of my two dogs is completely food motivated. And they're both mad at me because I didn't give them any of my food today. They're doing the but yeah, they're like, but you're eating food and you usually give us a little piece of your food and you decided not to do that. They're very upset with me.
If someone goes in their food, what do they do?
Depends on who it is. If it's me, they just look at me and like, really, Mom? Really? Really? If it's my son, they do the same thing. Same thing. Somebody who's a stranger, they didn't need that hand, did they?
In that case, you should treat them exactly the same. Go batshit crazy when they start looking at you when you're eating.
But they don't. If I go for their
don't.
food, they just look unhappy with me.
Yeah, but that's because
They're not aggressive.
you're the boss.
Yeah, I am the boss. What would really help is if I had a table to eat my food at instead of eating at the couch because I don't have a table. It's on the list of things to get.
How long has it been on the list?
Well, since I've had the dogs, certainly, on my own, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. 3 years.
So you do not need a table.
It would probably be better because, you know what, it's difficult to try and cut food with a knife and fork when you're sitting there on the couch and you're balancing it on the arm of the couch. So, yeah, I probably could use a table.
Yeah. Yep.
It would be slightly more elegant. WC likes to tease me because I will drink wine out of the bottle some days. And he's like, at least get a glass. Yeah, but this is just so much easier. It's the same thing with food sometimes. You can put it all in a bowl and it still tastes good. Let's accelerate again. Is everybody going to get that probe? No. Oh, somebody has gained that probe. I'm getting a probe too. No. Oh, died.
I ordered myself a kebab.
Oh! Well, share some with Satalia so she have an idea what it tastes like. It's not quite the same, but it's really close.
She doesn't know.
No, she was saying that she doesn't know what shawarma tastes like. So I asked her if she'd had gyros, and she said she didn't think so. So she hasn't had those delightful things yet.
But does she have an understanding of how the meat is cut? That's basically it. That's what makes it the way it is.
Well, that's part of it, though. But the seasoning is, pretty good too.
But you can buy them. You can go to the store and buy it separately and make your own.
That's true. You can make your own. Elton Brown shows people how to make their own gyros and cook it on their grill in the backyard from scratch. The whole thing. It's quite delicious.
Kebab with béarnaise sauce. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Nom. I just ate dinner. I'm not hungry. Don't tempt me. Hohel says the pack mentality is that alpha and beta eat first, then the pecking order. I think they just feel left out of the pack. Well, they get to eat first before me. Because if I don't feed them, they will stand there in the kitchen underneath my feet, attempting to assist me while I'm cooking. And the odds are I'm going to trip on them and break something like me. So I do their food, which means they're less hungry, less likely to stand in the kitchen. And then I can cook. By the way, there is a public queue for anybody who needs to do Nucar Transcendental Tactics Elite. Just a plain old public queue if anybody wants to do that. I took the dogs out for their walk today, and there's a huge amount of noise from the football field by us. Like there's a game going on, there's cheering and music and people yelling. Very loud. And so we walked over there. And the Colts were out practicing, but they were practicing with crowd noise. So they get used to doing calls and stuff on the field while people are screaming. Which I think is very interesting.
That is cool.
It's pretty much difficult to see what they're doing. They've got it behind a fence, and there's a piece of netting up there that makes it difficult to see anything. But there's a 6-foot section right by the dog path where you can stand and watch them practice. If you want to. And the dogs like to go over there because all the dogs like to go on that part of the dog path. Yay, we're done. Let me grab a different tune, Death, and see if I've got anything else fun to do. I hope I do. One second. I will be right back. I want to change tune. And I'm back with a different tune. Hopefully I've got something to do here. But yes, with the dogs getting little scraps of my food when I'm eating, I realized the little one had begun to chunk up again. So nope, she doesn't get any of my food anymore. They're down to just one SNACK per night. That's it. And see if I can't get her back down before she gets into Chunky Puppy. Oh, we are so quiet tonight here. All right, this one, ground stuff, bleh. And Terran chips. How would you feel about Jupiter Aratus?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Lexers, you hit my sweet spot, and I bought a Mega Million tickets for 26 Canadian dollars. Oh my God. You should have just sent me a list of numbers and I would have bought you a ticket, Lexers. I'd get my $5 back from you when I give you the balance. I am not renaming her to Chunky Brewster, though. That's really clever. This may take a moment to come up. 26. You have to win it if you're going to invest $26. So, Ho-Hel, my little one does not like the winter. She likes it when she's on a leash. She doesn't like it when she has to go out in the backyard. She would rather just take care of matters inside the house, which we're not doing. So I built them an enclosed porch for the winter. It's not heated or anything, but it's got windows. It's got an enclosed area. Still got a screen door. It's At least it'll be out of the wind and the rain, and if they refuse to go out in the back, at least I can put them there. There's a recommendation on YouTube about a specific Punky Brewster Halloween episode that was so traumatic for kids back then. Huh. Okay. Threaten me with a good time. So, who was Punky Brewster? What was the name of the person? Soleil Moon Frye. That's not who I was thinking of. I was thinking, who was the other actress who was in a show of the same kind? She went on to be in Big Bang.
Which one of them?
The woman who plays Amy. What is her
Yeah.
name?
Oh, in real life?
Yeah, or what show was she on when she was a teen? It's not Punky
She
Brewster.
was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
No, that's somebody else. Oh, good. Mayim Bialik, who was... She was in another series. She was in Blossom when she was young.
That's what I was talking about. There you go.
Well, we are not getting any Terran ships on that. What else can we do for Terran ships? Counterpoint?
Oh.
Sure.
Okay. I just want Terran ships. Soleil means sun in French, so she's Sun Moon Frye. Yes.
Very, very quietly logging back off.
Oh, were you coming in?
No, I wasn't.
You could. You could join the party, Taz.
Are you doing counterpoint?
I don't have to.
Okay, then I'm online.
What's wrong with counterpoint? It's better than gravity cube.
Long,
Oh,
it's forced.
knowing Taz, he just wants to play Borg Disconnected.
No.
What do you mean, no? You always like Borg Disconnected.
Borg Disconnected is a punishment for not being able to select a TFO.
Oh.
Because it's long and grueling.
Ah, I'll invite you to the team. Her father was not Frank Zappa Satalia. You're thinking of Moon Unit and Dweezil Zappa. Those were the two Zappa kids. Okay, I'm queuing us for Jupiter. Is that okay?
I watched The Last Starfighter the other day.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, I was told this by a lot of people.
Did you not like
such
it?
a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I can understand that it would have been an awesome movie when I was 8. But sitting down at 44 with my 82-year-old father and... What did we just put on?
Okay, it's very dated now. I mean, I think it was out in the 1980s.
Yeah, we had no idea. We sat down with popcorn and were like, okay, let's enjoy this. Everyone says this is an awesome movie.
It was.
And then about an hour in, when they come to you're the last Starfighter part, you have to take on the entire galaxy alone. We were like, okay, time to turn this off.
Oh, oh, you're no fun, Taz. Wow, this is a very quiet queue. Come, folks, queue up for Jupiter Eratus. I just am surprised at how quiet it is in game today. Usually Thursdays are busier, and there's Taz, Zoe, Chris, who's going to bed, Lexers, who's doing groceries, Mar Hawkman, who's doing his dailies, and Death. And that's it. That's it for the friends. Versus the other day when it was like I had to scroll through the list twice to get to the part where people weren't in game. I'm thinking about making Wednesday my regular class night and then putting Monday back in the rotations as a show night if Mondays are busy. Does anybody need to do the Universal really quick?
More than happy to tag along.
Taz, you up for it if we do the Universal, or do you not care? One more thing, Lexers.
Brain is trying to brain what is the
Universal?
Universal?
Tholian Transcendental Tactics.
Hello? Come on.
Is it your doner kebab being delivered? So, Death, have you ever had anything like transdimensional tactics appear when you queue for random?
My food.
Never.
Yeah, I've never had that one show up. In theory, it should, but in reality, I've never had that one come up.
Nope.
What did you say, Taz, about food? Did your food get there?
Yeah, my food just arrived.
Yum, yum. Shall I just hit random and see what happens?
Let's go for it.
Okay. Taz, you okay with some randoms?
Yeah, I can do a random if it's not too far, not too long.
If it's not too far. It's in space. It's quite far. Randoms engaged. Lexers, the one more thing is like when I was growing up and my mom and dad would have a jigsaw puzzle. Weeboo? A jigsaw puzzle on the dining room table. And I know I have to leave for school at 8:30 or whatever it was. And I'd just be standing and looking at it, 1,000-piece puzzle, going, one more piece. One more piece. Till my mom dragged me out of there at like 9:15. You have to get to class. One more piece, Mom. I just need to get one more piece. My whole family had that kind of game addiction. Oh, just one more piece. Just one more word on the crossword puzzle. Just one more round of whatever that game was. Not Scrabble. Yeah. There is a word game where you've got a box of little letter cubes and you shake them up and you have to find letters that connect to spell words, and I can't remember what that's called. Oh, there we go.
Oh no. Please be a quick one. Of course not.
Okay. Oh. Boggle. Thank you, Satalia. It is Boggle. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Wow. And this is not the tune for this one. Ooh. Oh, hold on. This is a better tune than I thought. Got that, and I got that. Let's not use that one. Let's see if I got a better thing. Nanites. La da 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 da. Don't need that. I don't have any good toys. Okay. I can make this happen.
It'll be fine. Yeah. Everything is fine.
Yeah. It's not like we're doing it on Elite. We're fine. That's what we need to play some night. Storming the Spire Advanced. Yawn. Yawn, 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 yawn. Oh, that's right. Wrong keyboard. For me, Storming the Spire is just so boring.
Yes, it's 15 minutes of snore.
Yep. Oh, that was nice. That's a movie we could watch, Satalia. We could watch Princess Bride.
Where does Italia live?
I have no idea. Where the heck do you live, Satalia?
Considering she haven't had a kebab or shawarma or
I don't know. She lives in the south. They have shawarma in the south. I suppose it would depend on where in the south. Ooh, mysterious dark liquid. Okay, hang on a sec. We will deal with that mysterious dark liquid as soon as we're done here. Mel Brooks movies are good. We just have to hope he gets Spaceballs 2 done before he passes away, since he is getting up there a bit. Ooh, I did hear today that they are probably not going to continue the Kelvin timeline for the next Star Trek movie. Don't know what they're going to do. Let's see. Lexers needs either Bug Hunt and either minor instabilities or Storming the Spire on one account, and ISE and SB1E on the other ones. Well, ISE and SB1E be happy to help you out with, since we're obviously doing minor instabilities. But don't die this time, man. Less dying. Ugh, losing Gorn. And apparently none of these guys count as captains either. We're so quiet tonight.
trying not to die.
I can
That's
turn on my microphone so you can hear nom nom
nom nom nom nom nom nom nom.
Say that, and the wife brought me dinner. So,
Ooh, what'd you get?
chicken that's been crock potted since 5 this morning. Rice and
Oh,
potatoes.
so that's what I wanted to make, and I wound up with something that was terribly unsatisfying.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. I'm kind of relearning cooking, and I just don't practice that much because, cooking for one is boring.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
That's why I order out all the time.
Well, I used to be a really good cook, but, there's not much reason to.
I shouldn't be unleashed on the kitchen with at least 10 supervisors.
So I moved into this house, and I didn't bring a lot of stuff with because I was working full time. So I have all the cooking tools. I've got the whisks and the ladles and the spatulas and the scrapers and the fine pots and great knives. And, it's a lot of work to cook for yourself, so I don't. We are talking the queen of peanut butter and jelly on a bagel sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm too far from anything to be able to afford DoorDash, because there's nothing around here that I would actually eat that's close.
So the price get high because they have to drive far.
Yep. All the good restaurants are about 8 miles away. But they have all the good restaurants there. But when I moved, I didn't carry all the food with, so it's just one of those, just take the essentials like all the spices and all the pots and pans. And the rest of it is like, ugh, I have to go out and buy food. Ugh. Hal says, plus it's better when there's somebody else to clean up and wash after prepping and cooking. Yes. My husband always did the cleanup. Whether he cooked or if I cooked, that was his thing because he had retired a long time ago. And he had to deal with the kitchen, and if things weren't properly cleaned, it annoyed him.
So you know how to live with retired people.
Yeah, but I was still at work. I don't know how he kept himself busy. I mean, he had the dogs, so I walked the dogs.
You see, no problem. Stopping other people going batshit crazy because you don't have to do anything, a bit of a bigger problem.
I will tell you, I was having lunch with my former co-workers, and then I went to class last night, and everybody's talking about work. And I'm jealous. It's like, but you have things to do, people having meaningful lives, and I sit around and play Star Trek Online, which I like Star Trek Online. Don't get me wrong.
Mom, I can give you a full-time job if you want to be a sugar mommy.
Sugar mommy. That is not a phrase I have heard before. Let's see. Yes, Italia. I did get my spatulas from Spatula City. And I think we are probably the only two people around who know what that is from. Okay.
Is that like IKEA but for kitchens?
All they have is spatulas.
Oh.
Providing that Satalia and I are referencing the same thing, it's from a movie that starred Weird Al Yankovic, and one of the commercials for a store that they had on their channel. This was for a UHF channel back in the day when we had UHF, and the name of the place was Spatula City, where all they sell is spatulas. Hohel says, Sugar Mommy, translation, it's a cougar, Taz. I like Sugar Mommy better. That sounds more innocent. What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a Sugar Mommy. Oh.
You old sugar mommy.
So Lexer says, I'm sure I've said it before, but my mother's side grandfather retired at 45, took another full-time job and worked until he retired from his second job at 55, then took another part-time job. It was VHF? Okay, thank you, Satali. I thought it was UHF. But yes, if you want to see a fine, high-quality movie, go watch Weird Al's VHF. I think Michael Richards was also in it, and a woman, I think she was in Saturday Night Live? UHF. It is UHF, so there. Let's see, it was Weird Al, David not David Bowie, Fran Drescher, Victoria Jackson. Victoria Jackson was the one I was thinking of. It's from 1989. Kevin McCarthy.
My dad had the biggest crush on Fran Drescher, so that movie would be easy to get him to watch.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Let's see, Michael Richards is in it. Tony Geary was in it. Wow. Getty Watanabe. Also. Lots of people in it. Not a lot of big names in it. But lots of people in it. Like lots and lots and lots of people in it. And then even more in it who were uncredited. Satalia needs a sugar mommy. Lexer says that's why pensions are ruining Canadian public finances. Yeah, no pension for me. Or my husband. A little bit from the government, but mostly his mother, which is mostly his mother's second husband. Third husband? One of them. All right, what are we doing? Should we try doing Jupiter Eratus again and see if it happens this time?
On your lead.
Thank you. Let's see what... Oh, there's a few more people in. Sugar Mommy would be the greatest name for a candy store.
That would be LBG. I don't know the list, but there you go.
Satalia says my coffee is currently in Illinois. That's close to me, Satalia. I can go over and get it for you. I'm down to my last bag of Zero Dark 30, which gets me through the weekend and probably to Tuesday, so I might have to go buy coffee this weekend. My grandfather collected well over $100 Canadian in pensions, and he was merely a cog in the government machine. And he's one of those saying we millennials are lazy. Well, yeah, he did have 3 jobs, but he had them sequentially, not at the same time. When my husband was first diagnosed with cancer, so 1987, and I realized I was going to have to go back to work because there's a really good chance he was not going to make it, I decided to go back to school full-time so that I'd have a decent job, but I had to pay for it, so that was part-time working for my dad, part-time working at a bakery, and part-time watching kids. So I had 3 part-time jobs and full college load. My husband was still working.
I had a second job once.
Yeah?
That was really mind-blowingly stupid. Oh, I had a good job. Daytime job. Like 9 to 5 thingy. made good money.
Mm-hmm.
And at, well, I say coffee shop, but I only got chocolate.
Oh.
They had this girl there, and I got head over heels in love with her, and got that job as a second job just so I could hang out with her. That was stupid.
Yeah, that is stupid. Hang on a second. Your mic apparently is quiet. Let me see if I can boost that at all. Oh yeah, that would explain it. No, we don't want to go that loud. Let's go.
I didn't need the job, but what I did need was to sleep.
Yeah, doing 18 credit hours of school and working 3 part-time jobs. That's not a really healthy thing to do. But I did get my degree really fast. Taz, can you talk again and see if Sav can hear you now? Sav, can you hear him now? Because he's showing up on the mics, but if I need to turn it up more, I will. Barely. Okay, well, I'll turn him up a little bit more. Lexer says, yeah, let's go back here. Sav says, to be fair, a lot of millennials are lazy. Yes, this is true. And Lexers goes on, yeah, but my point, he had inconsequential jobs, and we, one, have been paying for his sky-high pensions for 50 years now. Good point. That means so far we gave him over $5 million CND of tax dollars in pensions, yet all millennials I know who are lucky enough to land a job work far more hours than he did, and they don't have that much pension prospect on the horizon. When millennials will retire, we barely have any pensions at all. Mr. Dave says, I could be lazy, but I've worked most of my job because I'm a Gen Xer and that's what we do. Yeah. Okay, so we are not getting Jupiter Eratus. Let us clear that and let's see what happens. Weeboo?
Weeboo.
They give me this delicious fresh piece of bread with my food, and I always save it for the end because it's so delicious.
There is a Cajun restaurant, kind of, near us. It's a restaurant in the sense that, yes, they do have a couple of tables, and yes, you can eat the food there, but everybody goes to the counter, orders their food. It's all served in plastic containers with plastic forks, but it's Cajun, so it's like food that's been cooking all day long. And it'll be chili cheese at crawfish or drunken chicken or corn mash. And it's all served with rice, and then it's served with heroin bread. Now, technically it's called garlic bread, but the reality is you just mainline this stuff. It comes with a couple slices free, and they're always like, do you want extra bread? It's only 50 cents a serving. I'm like, that's like, do I want extra oxygen? Yes, of course I want extra bread. It doesn't even make it all the way home. I eat it in the car.
One of my friends worked at a bakery, so every morning when he came back from work, he brought all the defunct breads that came out of the oven looking wrong, and we just ate them straight.
Oh, yeah.
They were still steaming hot. And,
Ooh.
oh my God, it was so delicious. I could eat pure bread for days.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good, especially when it's fresh, like proper fresh. It's if you haven't had proper fresh bread, you need to take yourself a break and go and get that. It's a world changer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I worked in a bakery, and they told us at least that you can help yourself to anything you want while you're on the clock. Help yourself if you want cookies and cakes and pastries and bread and everything. Just help yourself. The one rule is you can't take it home.
Oh. He was like, take it all.
Yeah, no, you can't take it home, but you can eat what you want while you're there.
On that bread.
But I will tell you, after like a week of that, ugh. No, I'm fine. I don't need pastries ever.
Well, pastries, okay.
But then we got to this point that you were talking about, Taz. At night, if the bread hadn't sold, it was going to be day old the next day. And the owner of the bakery wasn't there after 2 in the afternoon, because obviously he was there at midnight helping start up the baking for the day. And my immediate supervisor would be like, do you want the rye? Do you want the whole wheat? Do you want the white bread? Because she knew I was on a tight budget. And I'm like, oh, rye bread, please. Thank you very much. And she would send home these huge 2-pound loaves of bread, which would last us for a week. And, it was made that morning or sometimes that afternoon. It was so good. Oh, we were being raided by Vengeance God with a party of 5. Okay, so that just proves my point. It's a quiet day on the internet. Well, hi, Vengeance God. Bye, Vengeance God. Good to see you there. I was going to ask you a question, but I won't. Hey. Well, if anybody from Vengeance God's team there knows the answer to this question, why was there a picture of the MGM Grand on Vengeance God Facebook? It said something like, this is cool, and that was it. And I'm like, what? Am I missing something here? But thank you for the raid. Hope you guys are having a good day. I do not hear everybody talking a lot about the new ships other than, ooh, they look pretty, but that's about all I've heard.
I was so excited. Emphasis on was.
And now you're not? Because?
So when they said Legendary Warship, I was thinking, ooh, they're gonna do something unique with it. Yay, it's my favorite Klingon ship.
Oh.
And they made it a 1-to-1 copy of the Galaxy X, and that just feels like a giant slap in the face.
Saf says it's a bundle. I won't buy bundles anymore. It depends on the bundle. If there's stuff in there that I want, yeah, I'm going to buy it. Or if there's enough stuff in there that I want, I'll buy it. But. Economy is blah, blah, blah. I'm not spending that kind of money on a video. That's totally fair stuff. That I get. Yeah, I was looking at buying a tank for Thanksgiving at Warhammer. And the one that I wanted was $120 for a tank.
I know, Lehman Ross.
Yeah.
Grab. Which one?
I'd have to find the picture of it. It's a new one that I had not seen before.
Oh, so none of the above.
I would have to pull it up, and since I'm doing this, I can't do that. Hang on a second.
Okay. You know if it's tracked or hover?
Don't know. Hang on a second, I will tell you.
I've always said hover.
Oh, holy, that's expensive.
Hover tanks is kinda silly, because wouldn't they just act like a pinball?
I can't imagine if you're
They would
actually
get-
using it in real life. Why can't I not? Oh, you know what? I should just go
They
look
would
on my
get
app.
hit and just start ricocheting around. And yeah, how would they hit? It's like, okay, stationary, fire, and the thingy just slides backwards. Hopefully there is no guardsman behind them.
I will look on my app in just a moment, since I'm not seeing it on my website, because I'm not going to the correct website. No, I dropped a couple $100 last week for their anniversary event, I think, and I just needed paints. I'm like, okay, a couple $100 in paints to get the prize. That should be a lot of paint. No, it's not a lot of paint. It's some paint.
Mm-hmm. Tiny thumb-sized beakers of
Yep.
some paint.
Yeah, a couple ounce and a half, maybe 2 ounces. But I needed it. I have used up most of my paints, and a lot of it is so old it dried. Oh, your coffee is in Melrose Park. That's less than 3 hours from here, Satalia, but I'm going to put money on it's at the UPS location in Melrose Park. Or the FedEx. There's one of each, I think. Oh, the post office. Woohoo. Melrose Park is interesting because it's got where all the trains come in and all of the expressways overlap very close to Melrose Park, so it's very easy to get into and out of unless you're in a car. And then you'll be sitting there waiting for the 2 lanes that get into places to clear out so you can get in there and do stuff. It is heck on wheels. And of course, we had a friend who wanted to go see a play that was required us to drive through Melrose Park, and it's just like, oh, please, please help me. It started with wow, your coffee is getting quite a trip. Oh shoot, it's not on my app either. Go. Alrighty, where is it? Ooh. It isn't a new release, it's a recent release. Okay. I'm not seeing it here, Taz. I will go back over to the store and take a look at it. I'm sure it's there, and I'm just probably going right past it. Scott Starfighter. Whoa, 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 whoa. SoCal is in Southern California, or SoCal is in Mistype Social? Hi, Chosen. Oh, what's going on in Southern California? I'm a few 100,000 miles away from there. And no, I don't pay attention to anything in real life. Hi, Drunken Heretic. I have family in Santa Barbara, but I suspect they'd reach out if anything got really bad. Ah! I've been there once, got Starfighter. It was a long time ago. I was a little kid. Drunken Heretic showing off his muscles. Thank you, Drunken Heretic. Well, since you're from there, you will not appreciate that we're supposed to have snow tomorrow. I don't appreciate that we're supposed to have snow tomorrow. The repairmen coming to my house probably won't appreciate it either because they have to work outside tomorrow. Well, that was really unfun. Mom, check your Discord DMs when you have a second no rush. Okie dokie, pie. You snow? Snow's not that bad. Oh! Wow! How cool is that, Pie? Nice. Scott Starfighter, you're in Indy? Then you get snow tomorrow, too. Yeah, I saw you said that, Satalia. Satalia ordered coffee, and it's still not there. It's sitting in Melrose Park, Illinois. Yeah, if they didn't send a priority, just let them know to give you your money back. I work outside, so I don't like snow. Yeah, no, I agree with you. My dogs are like, no. Oh, okay. So Pi sent me a message that said I got in. It says, "Hi, Pylorzan. A few months ago, you registered your interest in the Twitch Moderators Club. Great news. You've officially been invited to join the Twitch Moderators Club, a space dedicated to moderators across Twitch to connect, collaborate, and support each other. We received interest from thousands of Twitch moderators across the world. Now we're rolling everyone in." Cool. So Pi is one of the hoity-toity special people. Onspoil? Okay, there's a difference between Richland and whatever that other word is. I mean, I'm new to the area, and I'm like, what is that? So, a little bit south of me. Is Oh, well, if you're talking about the Twitch thing, probably not a scam, no. All right, let's see. It's still just the two of us. Would anybody like to join the Pew Pew party? Actually, Lexers wants to do ISE. But I don't think ISE and this tune go together. Is Discord muted? I don't think so, Pi. Tez or Death, could one of you talk?
Hello.
Okay, so that's not that. Yeah, nothing's muted, Pi. That I'm aware of. Yeah, people. Oh, nobody was talking, Pi. Yes, it was quiet. Everybody's STFU. Oh, okay. We'll go to the store, Lexers. Store closing. Canadian thing. Here, store closing during COVID. Stores closed, but we're slowly getting back to a lot of stores being open 24/7. Yeah, I took a Google at where it is, Scott, because I had no idea where it was. What did you say earlier, Sav? Hold on a second. You said hi to Pi. Did you say something else? Pi says, "I want to petition the Liberal Party of Canada to ban snow because it's white supremacist, and I bet they'd take it seriously." Probably. Probably. But anyway, Scott, you won't get the snow. You're too far south. We probably won't get it here either. We might get a dusting of it. All right, let's give that a try again with Jupiter. Maybe there's enough people in to play it. What is snow? Snow is that white stuff that falls from the sky and mucks up traffic. especially here where they don't know how to drive when you've got snow on the ground, because they don't get a lot of snow, but we get a lot at one moment. So we'll get 8 inches, and then we don't get snow for 3 months. And it will take them days to figure out how to clear it all out. So like dandruff? Yes. Very much like dandruff, but cold and nasty. People here don't know how to drive when it's dry. Snow is a whole other fresh heck. Yeah. It's kind of the same here. This is never going to queue up. I swear to goodness this is never going to queue. Fine. Fine, 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 fine. Fine.
Are we even queued?
Well, I hit the magic button and...
My queue doesn't say we are
Nope,
queued.
we
for
are not
anything.
queued. That's probably why it wasn't queuing up. Let's make sure we're still... Oh, I see why.
Yeah, switch team or switch character.
Okay, so you're not blue anymore, right? You're
Nope.
pink. That's why.
That's brilliant naming of tunes.
As long as he remembers them. We're not going there,
Yeah,
so
not all
tell you.
based on color.
Some of them are based off of food.
Let's see. Somebody in the White House might put a tariff on snow. Good for them. Hi, WC. Great to see you again. I bet GK will queue instantly. Yeah, I bet it'll queue instantly as soon as it starts snowing in hell. The only time it queues instantly is when it's the Universal. Speaking of which, tomorrow's Universal, I think, is EPO tagging. I mean, it is not exciting. Yes, tomorrow is EPO tagging. And Monday is the dance competition. I mean, we got Excitement City coming up here.
I took a look at the remodeling of the White House, and they literally took an excavator to the White House.
Yeah, I know. We won't go
It's
into the...
If we want anything changes them, there comes in construction workers and takes the part of the building apart.
Yeah, Taz,
Ruining it.
this is a historic building.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
would
take
think
an
it would
excavator
matter
to it.
even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't take an excavator. You gently take it apart and
Yeah.
reassemble it or something like that. I'm like, what? Wow!
Yeah.
What?
Wee woo!
Wee-woo.
We got a wee woo finally! Yay! Yeah, structural integrity, load-bearing walls, stuff. And now, true, it has been remodeled a lot since it was rebuilt. Nonetheless, it usually goes through architectural approval, government okay, because it is considered a historic building, and you just
Yeah,
don't go in and
makes
do
sense.
stuff like that.
You just don't take an excavator to something like that.
Generally, no. And the fun thing is, it's not going to be done during his term. There's no way.
Braining, not functioning.
Brain not braining. So, yeah. They're looking at 3 to 5 years for the renovations to be done. Oh, Hell says they should have just added another building. You know, that's actually a really good point. They could have added a building. Not that we really need a ballroom per se. I think he was just jealous after he went to England and went to whatever that meeting was, and they have all the cool rooms and it's all old and nifty looking. He's like, oh, I want one of those.
It's like, have you heard about the churches in Norway?
No, I have not. I'm going to quote that. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that in a sec. The buffering is really bad today. Really bad. Really, really, really bad. Go ahead. Talk about the churches in Norway, please.
They are called stick churches.
Because...
We basically made them out of sticks.
Oh, okay.
So taking an excavator to it is not something you do.
No,
You
no,
just
that would
don't
not
do
work.
it. You take it apart and you reassemble it. It's like with our Viking ships. We have a couple of transformed Viking ships that have stayed for several hundred years now, and they are basically a place where you can go and buy old school food. It's really cool. And they've been moved around several times, and we've done it very inexpensively, but we gently disassemble them every time.
Uh-huh.
We don't take an excavator to it.
Hey, hey,
It means
I
something to
didn't do
people.
it. You're preaching to the choir on this one, Taz.
Yeah.
Okay, Sav, it looks like it's undone itself. Let me know if it keeps doing that, though.
It's like, have you heard about the Bounty?
The bounty.
It's a Swedish ship from way back in the day.
I've only heard
It
of...
was the biggest ship ever built. They got it on the sea, test fire it once, it keeled over and sank.
Okay.
They made too many guns on it, so when they test fired it, it just keeled over.
How... When...
It sank, and it was the world's biggest ship at the time, so they recovered it and restored it. And this was basically dust restoration, because the moment that ship came out of the sea, it immediately started turning to dust.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
And today you can go and see it fully restored from the original dust.
There is a
It's amazing.
Viking longship that was found in the ocean and was very carefully excavated, and I'm using that term in the general, not in the specific, and restored and reassembled in somewhere in Sweden. But yeah, as soon as it comes out of the water, it starts to deteriorate really quickly. All right, let's get back here into this. So, talking about buildings, Sav says, I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard, it's completely inadequate for our power needs, and the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone. Thank you, Egon. Sav says, I told my hubby I wanted a backhoe for my birthday, and he asked me why. I put my finger on his lips and said, shh, plausible deniability. Indeed, Sav. I was listening to some TikToks from nurses about patients they've had who have been surprising. So one was a gang member, and she treated him with, courtesy and politeness, what you should do, and called him sir and tended to his needs and make sure that he got proper treatment and medication, was treated like a human being. And as he left, he gave her a little card with his Instagram number on it. It said, if you ever need anyone taken care of, call me. I'm thinking, oh, that is not the response I expected. I'm thinking maybe flowers. Wow. And back to buffering. Wow, it is bad. Let's see if we can limp through for a little bit longer, Sav. Otherwise, I may call this for an early evening. Nobody in all the years I worked in nursing offered that. I did get some Krispy Kreme donuts once, though. That was about the most I ever got out of it. Yeah, I saw that, Satalia. I just wasn't going to go there. That's opening up a can of worms that sometimes YouTube and Twitch and all those people just aren't our friends. That way they can't charge them with accessory to the crime. No. It's probably a good thing they didn't offer it to me. I have a few people.
Everybody's got a list.
Yeah. I mean, we all have days. Oh, you're over there. I won't go over there. Alrighty. Oh, hush up. Which comes to the other part of nursing. I was watching some thing about people who post stuff on TikTok and lose their jobs. Okay, a lot of times I get it, but there was a hospital down in Atlanta where the nurses were talking about things that were icky when they're dealing with patients. And having been on the nursing side of it, I'm like, yeah, those are all icks. You know, nothing that I thought was really bad. It wasn't gross or disgusting. Wasn't insulting to patients. And they got fired for it. And the commentator's like, yeah, they should get fired for that. I'm thinking, well, if it's against the policy, yes. If it's not against the policy, which apparently it wasn't, they had to write the policy afterwards. You just fired a bunch of nurses at a time when we don't have a lot of nurses. Is the Epstein files like the X files?
Yes.
Okay. Wouldn't surprise me if Trudeau and Carney were in the Epstein files. Says Saab. Not me. I did not say that. Mostly because I like Art Carney. He was a fine actor. He had a good sense of humor. And somehow I don't think that's the Carney that Saab's referring to, but it's the only one I know. Wow, we are just having terrible issues with streaming tonight. I think I may call it after this just because it's dropping down to the really low rates. Let's give it another few minutes here. I died again. Mark Carney. I like Art Carney better. I give up on Canadians. Every time I turn around, you're having an election, you've got new people, but you don't get rid of the people you don't like. It is very confusing. I think ours is bad, but yours is really confusing. I'm curious on when the next update is. The update for what, Chosen? I mean, like patch? Ooh, lifetime sales is coming up. It's 50% on lifetime right now. Let's see what's going on there. 50% until November the 11th, so for about 5 days, and then goes to 33% after that. Am I reading that right? Hold on. Starting November 6th at 8 p.m. through 11th at 12, Stowe will be 50% off on PC. And then the 11th at 12 to December 14th, the subscriptions... Oh, okay. Go down by 33%, yes. That is on PC.
Mention it for Chris.
Pardon? Mention it to Chris?
Mention it for... Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see what we've got here for... Game notes. Ship bundles online. Patch notes. Okay, if you're talking about patch notes for console, let me see what I can find out here. I know they're more limited on console. The last update was 7.17, and what's the limit on theirs? Is theirs twice a year or 4 times a year? Would be 4 times a year because they would have done one in October then. Okay, so they had one in May and they had one in July, so I don't know what's going on because they don't have anything. July 17th looks like the last one for console. Yeah, that's all I've got. Let's see. Solve. Problem big cities are full of loony leftists, blah, 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 blah. Your parliament system is just stupid as heck. That is what she says, and I'm going to totally believe her. Okay, yeah, we're still getting some really low rates here, so I'm going to call it because we are just dropping down to like 20% of our normal bit rates, and the drop frames are just 5% and higher. So let's call it an evening, because not because you guys are bad people, but because Mr. Twitch and Discord and all those people just don't like me tonight. So on behalf of everybody here, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Let's give this a try tomorrow and see if we can't figure out why this is happening. Thank you all for being here. Let's go raid somebody. Let's see who's out there tonight. Hopefully they'll have better luck. The dogs heard that and they're like, oh, is it that time? No, it's not that time.
Do you have time to take a look at that build?
I do. Let's see. Cowtip and Mike, me, Damocles, Hammer, Admiral Reich, Run Fanatic. Let's do Cowtip and Mike. We haven't seen Cowtip and Mike in a while. And there's a dance party going on. People have got their zombie dancers. Oh, I guess I have my zombie dancers too. All right, everyone, on behalf of us here in this world, we will see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and let's cross our fingers and see if everything works tomorrow. Take care, and we'll see you soon.